Thank you, Dr. Fox, for leading this important hearing. In October, I introduced H.R. 5933, the Deterrent Act, to bring greater transparency and accountability for institutions of higher education accepting donations from foreign entities. This bill will pass House hopefully tomorrow, and I'm hoping that Senate will take it up. The involvement of hostile foreign entities in our post-secondary institutions is one of the biggest threats facing colleges and universities. Question number one is Dr. Kornbluth. In September 2019, then Secretary DeVos opened the Section 117, it's a foreign disclosure section, investigation into MIT that has not been closed. What concrete steps that has MIT taken to address the lack of Section 117 reporting?
So let me say, and thank you for the question, we have cooperated fully. I can't comment on an open investigation, but I have to say we have greatly increased our reporting to be fully compliant.
So it's not done yet, but it's still under investigations.
As I understand it.
Okay. A study released just last month by the Institute for the Global Study of Anti-Semitism found that from 2015 to 2020, institutions that accepted unreported money from Middle Eastern donors had on average 300 more anti-Semitic incidents than those institutions that did not. President Gay, McGill, and Kornbluth, any of you can answer this. Do you believe foreign nations with views hostile to Israel would desire U.S. students to echo their views? I think Dr. Gay can start.
Thank you for the question. So we have alumni all over the world, and those alumni, through their philanthropy, support student aid, scholarships, cutting-edge research. One thing that their philanthropy does not do is influence how we run the university, how we enforce our policies, or how we keep our students safe.
Okay.
Thank you for the question. At Penn, we of course follow every law and regulation about donations from individuals in other countries. Beyond that, we do not accept any gift that would compromise our mission or create any sort of conflict of interest. So we have a very elaborate vetting process, and we have declined gifts where we have a worry that would be inconsistent with our mission, and we're very clear about this.
Yes, thank you. So all funds that come to MIT in any form are for open, publishable research. We retain full control over what research is conducted. We also have an extensive internal review process for reviewing foreign gifts. We also adhere to all federal laws, and we see these reviews through the lens of national security, economic security, and importantly, human rights.
Thank you for your answers, and I hope that's really true. President McGill, that from 2014 through 2019, Penn received a total of almost $300 million in Section 117 funding. Are you aware of the amount that was given by Qatar? Were any of these donations conditioned on the inclusion of a pro-Palestinian curriculum or pro-Palestinian events? Are you aware if any of these donations were conditioned only for pro-Palestinian professors?
I appreciate the question. I want to repeat that we follow all laws and we accept nothing that is inconsistent with our mission of teaching, research, and service, and we would never accept conditions on gifts. My understanding is we have taken no government gifts from the government of Qatar. We have a small number of alumni in Qatar who have given some gifts for annual gifts to schools, very small number.
But almost $300 million.
Congressman, that figure as of funds from Qatar is not one I'm familiar with. That's not what my information tells
Do you know exactly
me.
how much you received from Qatar?
The-
In Section 117 funding?
The data I have, yes, I am aware of our 117 filings. Maybe I can follow up with you afterwards. That's not consistent with what I understand our 117 filings show, which is no gifts from the government of Qatar, and a very small number of annual gifts from alumni living in that country.
Dr. Fox, thank you very much, and I yield back.
We'll look forward to a follow-up.